In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. What is success? If a person is earning enough amount of money, and not only the money, rather she is somewhat influential as well. So is he a successful person? Maybe yes, maybe not. There are certain conditions attached to it which must be taken care of it. Plus, if a person could not succeed in earning enough amount of money or could not become an influential person, should it mean that she is a failure? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Now let's try to examine what is success and what is not success. Let's try to examine. The person who is earning has earned a good, a handsome amount of money might not be necessarily a successful person, might be a successful person if the money they earned was done, achieved in a legal manner, in an ethical manner, observing the ethics, then it's really good and it will contribute a lot towards success. Otherwise, not. If a person is earning money, has earned a very good amount of money, but didn't care whether what's right, what's wrong, she kept wheeling and dealing, least careful about the morals, about the ethics, about what is legal, what is not legal, what is lawful, what is not lawful, what is legitimate and what is illegitimate. I think then it will never contribute towards success. Rather, it will push us toward the failure, the ultimate failure. Money is only good. Money is good only when it is earned in a legal, morally okay manner. Then, then, if a person is influential, has earned some sort of influence, very good social contacts, does it mean that she is definitely a successful person? I think not necessarily. Here too, it depends whether the sort of status she has earned was done in a morally okay manner, in an ethically okay manner, in a lawful and legal manner. If at all she remained careful about wanted to avoid all the unethical things and employed only the legal ways, then she is really successful person. But still, there are two things remain. One thing remain rather, the kind of money if somebody has earned, whether she is letting the other take the advantage of it or not. The kind of money she has earned, the kind of money she has earned, possessing is being spent. Some of it, not the whole of it, obviously, is being spent on the needy people as well or not. It is very important indeed. If the person are earning money in an unethical manner on the one hand, not spending it upon the other people as well. So is she a successful person? Is an absolute failure indeed. So it is very important and very important indeed that on the one hand, whatever status, being a wealthy person, being an influential person, we have earned it in a legal manner, and also we are allowing the other people to take some sort of advantage of it as well. I mean, obviously, we cannot fulfill the need of each and everyone else. It is not humanly possible. Plus, it is not incumbent upon us at all that we do consume all the money we are possessing upon the needy people? Not at all, not at all. I think a good fraction of it, let's say a reasonable amount of it, must be spent upon the poor people, upon the needy people, and that too not for selfish reason, that too not for the sake of your own projection at all, rather sincerely, rather very much sincerely, for the sake of Allah, for the sake of obeying the commandment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for satisfying our own conscience. Whatever influence, whatever power we do have, if at all we have earned it in an unethical manner and we are not letting other people benefit from it as well, again we are a failure. Here too, the two of these conditions are very much important. First of all, well, if at all we are trying to enhance our stature in the society, we must employ all the ethical and the legal manners, and we must not be found doing the things which are unethical, which are immoral, which are illegal. On the other hand, we should be ready to help and to assist some of the needy people. Obviously, we cannot do it with each and everyone else, and it will not be ours from Allah, from us, from by Allah Subhanahu wa Taala on the Day of Judgment. Not at all. But at least Allah Subhanahu wa Taala will ask, whatever you could have done easily, whatever you could have done easily without putting yourself in much of the difficulty, why you didn't do that? You should have done that, you must have done that. And I think so, before it is too late, before we stop breathing, before we stop breathing, I think what is important for us, what is really, really, really important for us is that we must be somewhat generous, we must be somewhat scrupulous, we must be somewhat conscientious, we must be somewhat honest. Honesty is the best policy. Honesty will help us a lot here in this world, and honesty will help us a lot in the life hereafter as well. So be an honest person. But honesty alone, apart from being honest, I think it is equally important and equally necessary that we should be somewhat generous as well. Generosity, a little bit of generosity. We must not be stingy, we must not be miser, we must not be very selfish, we must be somewhat unselfish, we must be somewhat generous, we must be somewhat kind hearted person. Because if at all we are not a kind hearted person, I think it is a shameful situation. We must not put the shame upon our face at all, must not be putting the shame upon our face at all. Thank you. Jazakallah.